Judgement Day is nearly here, as I've nearly finished painting my Necrons.
Necrons!
Hasta la vista, baby. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, today I'm going to show you more work that I've done on the Necrons. They are nearly finished. Before that though, if you would like to keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please give me a sub and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. Okay, so I've nearly finished painting the tray of Necrons. In actual fact, all I've got left to do is the bases, which I will have a chat to you about in a second. Before that though, let's have a look at the work that I've been doing. Okay, so here is the tray of Necrons. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so first of all we have the old warriors. I'm actually going to be using these as immortals with Tesla. I think they complement my current metal immortals which have gauze weapons quite well. So from the last video I basically went in and I did the chest plate. So I did some little green glow effects, and I also painted the eyes. I think they stand out, and also I think they look pretty similar to the green rods, which is the type of fill that I'm going for. Of course I have those three reanimating Terminators down on the front there. I'm going to probably have one each of the units. Okay, so next we've got the Destroyers and the Immortal. You've seen these before, these are finished, I haven't done any more work. The Immortal will have the Scarabs on his base. I'm using him as an objective marker, probably as the relic. So that's those done. Okay, so next are the Lichguard stroke Praetorians, and as you already know I'm trying to paint these in the same style as my Pariah models. Let me get one of the Pariahs out so you can see the difference. Okay, there you go, that is my old Pariah. I painted that a long time ago, but yeah, I'm trying to match these new ones into it. Now the shoulder pads on the old Pariah obviously are white, and I couldn't really do that with these new models. I didn't think it would work. So alternatively I painted white tabards. Obviously the old one didn't have the tabards, but I think it brings the white into the model and I think it makes it work really well, so I'm happy with that. Of course I painted their chest plate, so I went in with some purple, again just to match that old school model there, and also painted the little symbol on there as well and added a few more green sections just above the tabard. Did the eyes as well, so that is how they are looking. Let's have a look at some of their weapon options. Okay, so first of all the shields, I didn't do anything extra with those, pretty happy how they were looking. But the Hyperphase sword, I did do some extra details. I went in, I painted some more black areas on there just to bring the black fill into them. And also I painted the symbol that's on there as well. I painted that in gold, and there's a little gem in that symbol as well which I painted in green. So that's how they're looking. Also did that on the actual staff itself, as well as adding a little bit of the gold detail as well, just to bring that gold into the model. Right, next I did the rod that goes on top of the staff. Again, added some black areas and highlighted that. Also painted the symbol gold and added the little gemstone that's on that symbol. It's pretty small, but it is there. Also painted a little bit of black section at the top of that staff, just to bring that sort of black into the model. Now also on the void blades, I felt they were a bit plain how I had them before, so I added some gold to them, and I think that really works. I think that really helps just bring that little extra detail, but without changing the sort of concept of my colour scheme. I did add a little bit of gold onto the front of those pieces, ready to be glued onto the model. And then on the war side top, again I just did some black and I painted the little symbol on there and did the little gemstone, and really happy with that, looking really cool. Okay, let's have a look now at the characters. Okay, so first of all we've got the Lord. Just went in, I finished all the details on him, including giving him like an orange cape. One running thing for all of my lords is they all have different capes. It sort of distinguishes their individual characters. Of course I put the extra detail on the void blade as well. Just going to spin him around so you can see the back. So that is the back of him, looking pretty cool. Really loving that little orange cape. Now interestingly, if you compare him to the old Lord, which I've got here, he is actually a bit bigger than the old Lord, which I didn't really realise until I got my old one out. I just had a sort of comparison, but yeah, he's a little bit chunkier, bigger and taller. Not by a huge amount, but definitely a bit bigger. That did surprise me. But anyway, let's have a look at the next one. Okay, so there is my Orokin. Really happy with this guy. He's made from the Cryptic, as you could probably guess. So I just made a new staff for him. Also added a little towel on him as well, because Orican has a tail. I painted him with some sort of blue in the model because Orican once again has blue on the image in the codec, so I just wanted to sort of bring that in, just make him really look a little bit different from a cryptic. I'm really happy with him. Let's have a spin around, have a quick look at the back. Okay, so that's how he looks at the back. As you see, I've got my traditional sort of gold colour there, but just bringing that blue into the towel and also that headpiece there at the back. So on the staff, obviously I had the extra sort of pieces of energy, which of course I painted previously, but I also painted a little gold section on the front of the staff rather than black, just to make it look a little bit different. And going down the staff there, I also added some of the gold colour into the staff. That's just normal shining gold. I did do a little bit of a wash on there as well, and a little bit of a highlight. So that is how Orican is looking. Let's have a look at the final one. Okay, so lastly we have this really old school model which I converted to be a destroyer lord, or potentially a lord in a command barge. He's riding that tomb spider. So no more work done on the tomb spider, that was finished, but I have gone into the lord himself. So, believe it or not, out of all of the capes that I've got in the army, I don't have a green cape. So, I decided to give this guy a green cape. Kept a little bit of silver in there as well, just to break the gold and green up. Painted his staff there just at the top. Also, obviously, painted his eyes and his chest plate, etc. But yeah, really looking cool. I'm liking him a lot. Love the conversion. Once I've got him on that flying base, I think it's going to look really cool. Okay, so that is how they're looking. I really hope you like them. Please put some comments below. Let me know what you think. As I said, all I've got left to do is the bases. I'm going to do some crystals. I'm going to do some rocks. I've also got some little orc bits. Thank you to Kiblams for supplying me with some orc bits. I'm going to decorate the 5 guys that I got from Big Mek Danskull with some dead orcs because I know he would love it. Just so I can recognise which models he gave me. So yeah, Big Mek Danskull, Kiblams, thank you guys. Their links to their channels are in the description below. Don't forget to come back for the final showcase of my tray of Necrons. Beam me up!